Hello, this is Professor Odom. It is February the 15th at 2:15. I have class in 15 minutes, so I'm going to go quickly in this video, but of course you can back up and see things that you wanted to see again if I go too quickly for you. This video is about starting your research process for the Footnote Trail Exercise, and you can build on the research you do for this one into the annotated bibliography and then finally your bibliographic essay. So you can change your topics if you want, but hopefully you'll just start with something general here and narrow down until you get a good collection of sources. All right, so I'm here in the Submit Assignments part of the Blackboard site. I'm going to click on the Footnote Trail Exercise, which is now a folder and has a lot more stuff in it than it did this morning. Here's the assignment, and I've got that pulled up in a Word document too. This takes you to a blurb I wrote up last year, and it's been in online resources, but I didn't point it out until now. I've also put it in Getting Started. So read this through. I'm going to walk you through some of these processes in this video, but explore the links here. This is supposed to give you a general grounding in the options you have for doing research as a distance student. So I'm going to go back into Submit Assignments, Footnote Trail. I also put a ton of frequently asked questions. These are all from the library site. And so students have asked these questions and they provide detailed instructions for how to do things. So look through those also. Okay, I'm going to show you how I would start the Footnote Trail exercise if I were doing it. So say you look in Gold et al.'s article, you want to know more about feminism and 20th century composition studies. You look at one of their footnotes or a citation at the end. That's really what I'm talking about. Footnotes would be like Chicago style. So one of the sources that they cite is really what I'm talking about. You see the name of the article here. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to Google Scholar now. Where to put my Google Scholar? I have a link to it, but you can see in the URL here, it's scholar.google.com. Not enough people know about Google Scholar, but it will make your life so easy for research. Okay, so I'm going to paste that article title in the search bar. I'm going to have it all in quotation marks since it searches those words in that order. I'm going to click search. Boom, there it is, and you can get the PDF from JSTOR. That is how easy it is. You don't have to navigate our databases because they're linked in with Google Scholar. If it's not working for you, you need to sign into the library site, and you can use those FAQs I posted to work that out or call the librarian. Okay, so the very cool thing about Google Scholar is that it shows you related articles. There are about 101 results here. Or, and this is an option for your footnote paper, you can see who else cited it. So you can go and get this list of scholars who have cited the other F word, F meaning feminism. Okay, I had to start my recording over. So I'm still on the page where it shows all the people who have cited the other F word. I'm going to go down to this article. This looks pretty interesting. Engaging student resistance to feminism. How is this stuff going to make us better teachers? So you notice there's no PDF from JSTOR. I'm going to click to see if I can access this. Okay, it's in the journal Gender and Education. I would like to download the PDF, please. Okay, it says you do not have access. It's a liar. You do not have to pay for any articles. You have to track it down through the library databases, though. It says you have access provided, but I don't know why it says that yet. You can't download the PDF, so it's lying. Okay, so I can see that the journal is Gender and Education, Volume 12, Issue 1, Year 2000. I need to go back to the library website, and I need to track down that journal. I know the title, so I will go to Journals by Title. They have changed this part. No, I don't want that. And it's also logged me out, so I'm gonna log in again for full access. Okay, library publications, gender and education. Searching for that journal title. Okay, I think this is the journal. Full text access, yes. For this journal, it tells me which databases hold that journal. So we've got several options. Academic Search Complete does, Education Source, Professional Development Collection. You can see the date range. Sometimes some of them will have different date ranges, but all of these look the same. It says full text delay, 18 months. That means you can, if you subscribe to the journal, you can get it when it comes out, but if you wait for the database to get it, you have to wait 18 months for the newest stuff. But mine's year 2000, so I don't care. Okay, go into Academic Search Complete. It will, my phone's ringing, sorry. So, this is the journal. Remember my article was from the year 2000. So I go here, volume 12, issue 1. And this is my article, Engaging Student Resistance to Feminism. I see the academic journal icon there on the side. It's still loading for some reason. I get very impatient with computers. Okay, so you can access the HTML full text or the PDF. This is easier to just scan through, but it doesn't give you the page numbers if you want to cite the page numbers. So this is the full text of the PDF. That's a limitation of Google Scholar. It can often just bring up the PDF for you, but in the cases where it doesn't, you might still have access to it. You just have to track it down. Okay, so I hope you get the idea that you find an article, you, well, let's go and look at this. And look at one of the citations from this one. Okay, it's a 4Cs paper, forthcoming in college English. I'm looking for a journal article. I think this is a journal article. So this is one that's cited in the Bauer other F-word article. I will go back out to Google Scholar, type in the name of that article. Here it is. I can get the PDF from JSTOR. So just hop from citation to citation. Like the assignment prompt says, think about the conversation of your topic. How has it changed over time? So pay attention to when things were published. You might think about how author A represents author B's claim, how these texts are in conversation with each other, what role the one article plays in the article that it's referenced. Thinking about some factors that may have influenced the way that they wrote about the research topic. So again, you'll find 3 or 4 sources that relate to each other through a citation trail or a footnote trail. And you do want to summarize them, but you also want to be analyzing them in terms of what did they do for you? What's their relationship to each other? How could you use these in your research project? So you can reflect on your research project and think about whether you'll stick with it, or you've realized by the end of doing this assignment you don't want to stick with it, and that's okay. So you can reflect on that, but have it be less than a third of the paper. Okay, starting over again, I realized I taught you how to find sources that are peer-reviewed, but I didn't really explain why we're doing it or how you can really be sure that something is peer-reviewed. So this whole assignment kind of assumes that you know the difference. And if you go through Google Scholar like I did, or if you go into the library databases and you use the, you select the peer-reviewed function, and that is explained, yeah, in this FAQ from the library. In the EBSCO databases, there's that peer-reviewed journal article limiter, and that is an easy way to know if something is peer-reviewed. Google Scholar, I can't remember a time when I've seen a source there that's indexed and it wasn't peer-reviewed. So those are both really safe sources. If you just do a Google search, pretty good chance you will find something that is not peer-reviewed, and that is not going to be okay, because I'm going to insist that most of your sources be peer-reviewed as your research continues. So I wanted to just give a couple of pointers about how you can tell. So I'm going to go back to this PDF of this article, Engaging Student Resistance to Feminism. We already went through how I found this in the library databases, but even if, say, you did a Google search and you came across an article and you're not sure if it's from a peer-reviewed source, this is the title of a journal article, and it usually will have a volume and a number and a publication year. So look for the volume and number. That usually means it's a peer-reviewed article. You can see by the layout this looks very boring. It's a PDF of a printed page. It has no graphics or pretty colors or anything. The presence of graphics and pretty colors doesn't mean that it's not a peer-reviewed article, but it makes it less likely. So you can see clearly who the author is. It's affiliated with the university. There's an abstract. This one is really easy to tell that it's a journal article, but if you have doubts, you encounter something on the internet, if you go all the way to the bottom and you're looking at the references, it has to have a reference page for it. I mean, 99% of the time it will have a reference page if it is a peer-reviewed article. So you can see all of these references. These are themselves peer-reviewed articles or books. So that's the major difference between something that's written for a popular audience and something that's written for other scholars. And you are scholars, so you want to access the articles and books that are written for you. So I'm sure you still have questions. Email me as soon as you run into difficulties, but also rely on the librarians. In the research and composition topics little blurb that I wrote, you can see that our reference librarian is named Vandy Dubry, and that should take you to her page and a huge button that says email me. But also try calling, because her email might be kind of backed up. So rely on her, rely on me. Let me know if you're having problems, and good luck in your search.